Hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. We're back with more Path of Radiance. I hope that everybody is doing well. Yeah, we left off in the middle of this chapter. I had just stolen the physic from this thief. Thankfully, I'm very glad that the game allows you to do that. That makes it a bit easier to get all of the treasure and stuff, especially since the thieves don't have pass in this game. I think it's engage on maddening difficulty, where all of the thieves also have pass. So that makes it impossible to just trap them in the room like this. Right, we also recruited Devden. Not that we will use him, most likely, since his stats are pretty bad. But I'm glad we didn't have to kill another recruitable unit like we did with Makalov. Let's see here. Right, I was going to probably kill all of these guys with Tormod and maybe Braum. Yeah, okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Put Riss probably back here. Does anyone need to be healed? Actually, Jill needs to be healed. So what I could do is I could shovel him with Leith, I think. That should be good. And I doubt they'll attack Leith. Actually, well, they might attack Leith. Whatever. That's probably fine. I know last time I mentioned, or what, wait, was it the time before last stream? I can't even remember though. I mentioned at one point I had begun working on a new starting soon screen. Oh, they actually can't. Oh no, never mind, they can reach Leith. There we go. I'd begun working on a new starting soon screen / video. Yeah, I kind of have not worked on it since the one very brief time. So still kind of a ways away, unfortunately. Yeah, lately I have been watching a trashy isekai anime, and also reading Yuri manga. That's what I've been spending my free time doing. I also just I had just started reading a new book, a lesbian romance book about a vampire hunter infiltrating this vampire university place that has recently begun accepting human students. And I'm still very early on, but already already she has a vampire roommate who I think will be the love interest. Oh my god, they were roommates. Right, Tormod. Tormod needs to get a kill. Oh, you actually double this person. Let's see here. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Uh-oh. Oh no, I can just block this square. So we'll be all good. All good to kill this guy. But yeah, question of the day. Would you rather be... Oh my god, Tormod. Are you serious? He got a 0 stat increase level up. Wow. You just love to see it, don't you? My game continues to be cursed with my level ups. But yeah, as I was saying, would you rather be a vampire or a werewolf? And we'll say, like, I don't know, to not be like, to not have super bad cons for each of them. We'll say, like, the werewolf won't, like, go on a bloodthirsty rampage every full moon. Because that would be a pretty hard sell, I imagine, for most people. And yeah, I don't know. I mean, I would say that the vampire still has to not go out in sunlight. But other than that, the rest is like basically positives. At least in my opinion. I'm not sure. Oh wait, that's the person I need to watch out for most of all. So I will, let's see here. If I shoot that guy, I can move back 1 square. Honestly, I should have done this before attacking with Tormod, actually. That way she could have attacked in this square and cantoed back to a safe spot. Okay, I can do this. I can weaken with Ileana and then kill with Braum. That works. But yeah, for me, I'm much more of a vampire person. Honestly, like, I wouldn't even mind that much not being able to go out in sun, and being perfectly honest. I already, like, don't go out much. And then I would just stream, you know? Would be more of a Asian time zone type deal, but that would be all right with me. And This thief actually does 0 damage. Wow. Okay, Volk, you can torture this guy, but as a treat. I've always liked vampires in stories and stuff. Definitely one of my favorite types of monsters / creature things. Mythical beings. I'll put Jill here to guard Tormod. And then I think we're good. They should just focus on Braum, I think. Much needed 1 HP heal. Oh, what the? Why are you attacking Ike? Oh, you just had to go and attack Ike, didn't you? What the? So confused. Is it just because they have, like, weapon triangle advantage? No, but I'm pretty sure the other spear guys. Oh no, actually Braum was covering Ike. I see. I still find that odd that they would go for Ike. A bit unfortunate there, since we lost some experience. But I guess we'll live. Okay, so this guy has 22 attack, 14 speed. You would double Braum. And then it is also possible that this mage would become active. So how about we lure with... I mean, I guess we could lure with Ike, actually. Probably my best option. So I'll just get him in position right now. And Tormod, finish this guy off. But yeah, the trashy isekai that I'm watching right now is The Eminence in the Shadow, which actually, like, kind of surprisingly, actually has like quite a big fan base, I think. Like, it's rated as one of the highest rated isekais on my anime list. Which is like, I mean, like, I do understand why, because it does have good parts to it. And a lot of the people who like isekais are, you know, just like teenage boys, basically, who like things more when they're extremely fan servicey and stuff. That's one of my biggest problems with it, honestly. There's just like a lot of fan service unnecessarily, doesn't really add anything to it. In fact, I would say it detracts because, like, it just makes a lot of the characters too samey. when they're all just like obsessed with the main character and stuff and like, yeah. Are basically just there for sex appeal. You should be fine, I think. Maybe I'll move Ileana up. Okay, just you. Okay, I was right, and this guy did get lured. We'll see if the mage also comes. Note, the mage is still not moving. Alright then. You are a promoted unit. And honestly, the last time I killed a promoted unit with Tormod, there wasn't actually like that much more experience gain compared to if I had killed with a higher level character. So let's see here, maybe I go with Astrid. Astrid's level 14, Brahm's level 14. Yeah, I think either Brahm or Astrid, I think, is my go-to. Astrid is perhaps a little bit scary to finish with, since it's not a guaranteed hit and pretty high crit chance on the retaliation. Brahm is also a low hit rate, but yeah, I'll attack with Brahm first. And then if he misses, I can just, I can attack with Astrid. And surely they don't both miss and Astrid gets crit on retaliation, right? Surely that would never happen. Alright, there is this guy. 11 speed means I don't think he doubles Brahm. Yeah, he doesn't. Honestly, he wouldn't even do very much damage. Literally just 10 damage if he does attack Brahm, so that's no biggie. Hold on. No, I do not want to put Tormod there. That is a bad idea. 15 to wait, so he only has 10 speed. This guy also would not double Brahm. He would do 5 damage, 4 damage actually. Also well within acceptable damage. Okay, yeah, I think Brahm will be okay to go into this square. Oh, right, actually this guy can also attack this square. That makes sense. But it's a bit unfortunate. Oh, you know what? Kieran does 8 damage. He'll be at 12. I think that's still too high. Yeah. What about Leith? Okay, Leith does 12. So he'll have 8 remaining. 7. 7 and 4, damn. Needs 4 HP left. Devdin actually has pretty equal defense and resistance. Surprisingly. Too high of a crit rate there. Vulcan knife this guy. First of all. Nice. That was actually like kind of perfect. Used up the knife and then got the bolting. Probably won't bother using knife at all anymore. Just go with the dagger. Okay, so I guess I should have instead attacked with the proctolyzer probably. That way Kieran would have been able to weaken enough. 8 damage, darn. Okay, so what I could do is attack with Devdin and attack with Kieran. And that would work. This guy would do 8 damage to Devdin. Would not get doubled. Neither of them would be doubled. Either that or no, I don't want to attack at range because this guy's crit rate is just too high. Too high to risk that. Like too strong. Okay, yeah, I think that's my only option. $10 damage plus 8 damage, yeah. Bonk. Oh, nice. Got a weapon level up. Okay, Brahm. You get the first attack. Well done. And now I think I just end my turn here. Oh right, I should remember to give the Night Ward to whoever attacks next. Let's see here. only going to be this one soldier who gets lured, plus maybe this mage. I shall put Astrid there. Yeah, this map should be simple to finish. Wow, very good level up for Riss. His resistance is actually maxed out now. I wonder if I should just go ahead and promote him after this map. So I forgot with this guy. Tormod cannot do any damage. And yes, Astrid can get the kill. Probably. Anyways, alright. Attacking Devdin, unsurprisingly. The mage can hit there. Actually, just the mage. And I guess this guy just doesn't move at all from this grid. $20 damage. Oh, 14 crit. Ike has 15 dodge. So he's a good contender. Soren as well, because he barely takes any damage. Probably don't want to go there with Tormod. But he can get this kill. Okay, yeah, Astrid can take down this defenseless healer. And hopefully she levels up from this. I mean, strength is good, but man, that's a little rough, not gonna lie. A bit of a rough level up. Should also start leveling up Tormod's Thunder Tome experience, given that they're the best tomes. Okay, now Ike. Actually, I'll lure with Soren instead. You also need to level up your Thunder. It's the only guy, right? Yeah. Slow and steady. Actually move Devden over to this side. Why not? Get him out of the way. Oh, you know what? I should have given him a chest key. Yeah, Jill has the chest keys. Guess I should also just move Volk over there. Alrighty. You can also go to this side, Jill. Oh, not attacking, huh? This guy probably will, though. This guy probably won't attack, I would imagine. But you never know. Anyways, what I will do, I will put Brahm right here. And I will... move Ileana, Tormod up a bit. I should trade the Knight's Ward over to you. And... you can go there. Okay, okay. Volk. Maybe I put Volk where Soren is, actually. That way he can move across next turn. Tomorrow, my family is going to go on vacation, minus me. Oh, hello, Magulus. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, tomorrow my family is going on vacation. They're actually going to like a resort area. Wow, Brahm with the speed level up. Very good level up for him. You missed Tormod getting a 0 stat increase level up, Magulus. So that makes, wait, did I get, someone other than Riss with a 0 stat increase? I can't remember. Wait, did Volk? I think Volk got a 0 stat increase, didn't he? If I remember right.
Still here. Just to suffer.
It was like his first or second level up, I think, was just nothing. So that makes 3, I believe, on this playthrough. Which, like, yeah. Something's definitely wrong with my game. Like there's no other explanation for it. I think I'm just cursed. Darny double. Okay, here we go. We can weaken with Kieran. Yeah, my family is going to a resort place, which most people in my family haven't gone to anything like that before. HP and strength is decent, I suppose, but still no speed increase even with the Night Ward. It's a bit unfortunate. Yeah, my
just to suffer.
I'm at a point now where like just getting like HP and strength is like, you know, that's not bad. That's not a bad level up. Yeah. I've literally altered my mind to just accept mediocrity. Tormod, though, actually kind of making up for his 0 stat level up before with a very solid increase there. Riss also had quite a good level up with like magic, speed, defense, and resistance. So, you know, it's not all bad. All these enemies are like sketching me out though. I don't know how far I should advance. Like this guy probably won't move. Like I'm pretty sure there hasn't been a single boss enemy in this game that has moved. Especially since this is Seas as well, like he's not going to leave the square. I don't believe they move at all. Okay. Yeah, it always just makes me worried when their threat range is still shown as normal. But yeah, pretty sure there's nothing to worry about. Who do I want to kill this person? I don't think Astrid would level up from it. So she would be a fine contender. Bulk needs to hustle to the chests. I can grind a little bit of experience here with Soren first. You know, surely he won't get his critical, right? Surely that wouldn't happen. Oh my lord. That she didn't kill though. Does he double though? Okay, no, he's not doubling. So you know what, Soren? Good on you. Good on you for that. And yeah, Kieran did have the Night Ward equipped. I double checked to equip it. Let's see here. The way I've done. see here, they actually do 0 damage to wrist, funnily enough. So maybe what I do is do this. Soren heard you say he's not going to crit, got personally offended. These mages can't even damage wrist, yeah. Yeah, I mean, we'll just see what happens here. Absolutely nothing. Don't think any of these units move. So actually, you know what? I should probably nab that mend first and foremost. Well, actually, maybe I can just kill the mages outright. $22. This time you double. And I think he would actually kill with a crit here on either of his attacks, yeah. $10 damage plus 4 damage, 14. One damage. I think I need to move closer. Although I could probably kill this guy. 12 damage, and then just finish with Astrid. She can canto back. Soren's always got to show off. Every time. Don't crit. Thank you. But it works out fine. Oh yeah, Majorus. Question of the day. Would you rather be a vampire or a werewolf? Alright. That's a solid level up. I'm glad she is getting more strength. That was definitely something she was lacking. Surely this guy isn't just going to like El Thunder crit Volk, right? Like, that would never happen. She do like sunlight, so deaf werewolf. That is very fair. And yeah, it'd be so like werewolf, you'd have like control over it. So, you know, you wouldn't go in like a bloodthirsty rampage every full moon. Because that would be pretty rough. So I guess like the way I would see it would be maybe like vampire has potentially more upsides, but also definitely more downsides compared to werewolf. Like maybe say like you could like, I don't know, like fly or turn into bats, right? Something along those lines, but still have to avoid the sun. Yeah, I'm more of a vampire person myself. I've always liked vampire aesthetic and everything, given that I am a resident edgelord and all. And honestly, like, I wouldn't even mind that much not being able to go out in sunlight. Like, it'd be pretty annoying for sure. But like, I already don't actually go out all that much, honestly. And like, I would just stream at night, you know? Stream for the Asian time zones. And that would all be good and fine. Was there crosshair on Makalov portrait? It's because I killed him myself. It wasn't an enemy. I killed him. But welcome to the stream, Cosmos. Let's see if this mage attacks. I just killed his friend and he could not care less. Fair enough, I guess he didn't like him. But yeah, during the Makalov map, I did not deploy Marcia, so I had no choice but to kill Makalov. A bit unfortunate, but Magulus says she doesn't like him, so you know, that's probably a good judge that it's not too big of a loss. Vampires have no reflection. What if you messed with your VTuber recording software? Well, are cameras considered reflections? The reason why I thought about this question... Oh yeah, also Cosmos. Would you rather be a vampire or a werewolf? That's what we're talking about. The reason why I thought of this question today is because I had started reading a lesbian romance story between a vampire hunter and a vampire. And actually in that story, because it's set in this like vampire university that has recently begun accepting human students. And so that's how the vampire hunter is able to infiltrate it in order to steal a book containing all of the vampire's weaknesses and other such knowledge. But yeah, specifically in the book, they actually describe like the bathroom. There's kind of like a human side and a vampire side, where the human side has a mirror over the sink, but the vampire side has a camera and a screen so that it records them and then displays them on the screen. So according to that, cameras are not reflections. I've only ever seen a single person say anything nice about Makalov, and he was a complete a-hole. Fair enough. So sorry, I'm like spacing out right now. I should probably kill this mage with Brahm. So let's move him up. Volk is making his way downtown. I feel like there are only cons to being a werewolf. Oh, right. We'll say, because I did mention this as well, we'll say that you have like control over your transformations so that you don't go into a bloodthirsty rampage every single full moon. Because that would be pretty bad. Pretty bad con to it all. And then vampire, like, you can't go out in the sunlight, but to make up for it, like, you can like fly or turn into a bat or something. And obviously you'd be like, you know, unaging and immortal and can like heal your wounds super fast and stuff like that. So it's kind of like werewolf has like, for the most part, straight positives, because that's really only like the only common downside, right, to being a werewolf in most stories is that like the whole full moon going on a rampage thing. I don't really remember any other downsides, you know, compared to vampires who got the sunlight, the crosses, garlic, silver, and all that sort of thing. We'll say that vampire is just sunlight, you know, to make it maybe a bit more balanced. I don't know. But yeah, I'm a vampire. I'm Team Edward. I've just always liked vampires and, you know, dark, edgy things. $10 damage. Also, funnily enough, my, oh, sunlight and bloodthirst, let's say. Oh, right, yes, they would also have to drink blood. That is true. But I mean, personally, like, I don't know if I'd be all that worried. I feel like it would be easy to get blood. I would literally just go to a gay bar and, like, I feel like I could get all the blood I wanted consensually. I don't know. Maybe I'm just built different. But yeah, funnily enough, the vampire and werewolf teams are split evenly among my siblings, because my brother and my sister are both more on the side of werewolves, but then me and my oldest brother are team vampire. And that also corresponds to who is more extroverted and introverted, respectively. Which is a bit funny. Vampire is definitely more of an introvert's sort of ideal, I think. You know, who cares about going outside in the sunlight? I don't go outside anyway. How can I weaken this guy for Brahm to get the kill? Okay, Ileana can do a tiny bit of damage. So I think we attack with Soren first. See if he gets a crit and or his skill proc. I mean, sure, hell yeah. Welcome to the stream, Nethany. Wait, Soren got crit this time. That's unusual. But he did also proc his skill. Okay, gee, do I actually want to do this though? Okay, you know what? We can... Ooh, even with the upgraded lance, it's actually only an 85 hit chance. There is a non-zero % possibility that Brom misses and just eats a crit. Maybe I say... Maybe I say Astrid gets the kill again. Pretty sure these enemies just don't move. I know the boss doesn't, since it's a Seas map. Yeah, they're all just sitting there. If I could be any kind of monster girl though, I think I'd be a slime girl. Real and based, yes. Slime girls. Kind of underrated. I feel like that'd just be very comfy, you know? It would just be a very comfortable existence, being a slime girl. I'd be on board with that. But yeah, I'm also basically like a cat IRL though. So I might be forced to be a cat girl. I don't know. But yeah, let's see here. I mean, cat girls aren't even really like monster girls. So let's see here. Monster. I mean, I guess I probably wouldn't be a vampire then, you know, because I feel like there are monster races that have like most of the upsides without the downsides. Like for instance, maybe like a dragon type person, because then you could just have wings to fly. You'd probably also have a longer lifespan. I don't know. Although I would want the vampire healing factor. I think that would be a big positive for me personally. Because then I could stream as much as I want and stuff. And be able to do a lot of other things that I normally need to limit myself with. We'll let Brom just like torture this defenseless healer as a treat. All right, everybody surround this poor man. I think werewolves also have a healing factor. I guess that's true. In like the majority of mythologies and stuff. Well, actually, do they though? Now I'm trying to remember specific instances. I'm sure the Twilight werewolves do, because there's like literally no downsides to the Twilight creatures. Unless you just simply hate, absolutely despise the idea of sparkling in the sunlight. You know, definitely not worth getting a a literal superpower. Oh, you cannot do that. You kind of just get completely rolled. 2% crit. Ow, my head. Why does this guy have so much crit rate? Leaf can attack completely safely. So can Soren. You know, surviving with 1 HP and a dream. That's all that matters. So he can do 12 damage. Can Ileana survive? Ileana can also survive. That is good. 9 damage. I've seen an instance where they're pretty much invincible to everything but silver. I see, I see. Yeah, I mean, it does definitely depend on what story / mythos you're going by. Oh yeah, also I forgot to ask you, Neffany, but would you rather be a vampire or werewolf? That's what we're talking about. Yeah, it definitely depends on the story, for sure. But yeah, how about we just say, like, don't think too hard about it. Just go based on vibes, you know? What are your vibes more like? Vampire, I think. Nice. I feel like I have more control over my abilities as a vampire. Yeah, I mean, I guess, again, that's like, depends on the story. I was saying that werewolf, you wouldn't have to worry about going on a bloodthirsty rampage every full moon. Because that would be pretty rough, you know? I would say even more so than, like, all of the classical vampire downsides, you know, sunlight, silver, garlic, crosses, stakes, anything like that. I would take over completely losing control every full moon. So we'll say, like, you know, cutting back a bit on those super duper major downsides. Can't cross running water either. Oh, right. And like can't go into any house without explicit permission. Yeah, we'll say like most of that stuff is like gone, but like the sunlight remains. And then werewolves, yeah, don't have to worry about becoming a mass murderer every full moon. Is it really only Soren, Leaf, and Ileana who have a 0% crit? Let's just add it up for now. 9 damage, 12, so 21, 29. Still short. Ileana is fairly safe. And she could technically finish off with that 10 damage, assuming she actually hits both of them. Kieran also pretty low chance of death between the hit rate and the 1% crit. Ike should be fine, yeah. But then Leith wouldn't be able to attack. $72. Okay, What I will do... Who do I want to kill with? Too bad Tormod gets one shot. I don't really want to risk that. So I think we'll get the kill with Astrid. Yeah. Or Soren can literally just get a crit. An adept crit. This is the domain of my master, Bishop Oliver, the Duke of Tanis. You will learn that no one impugns his honor and lives to walk away. Okay, dude. Not even close. Soren is still very healthy. With that 1 HP. Ilyana now. Hopefully she doesn't miss. That would actually be pretty bad. Oh! Crit. Very nice. Okay, and a very good level up. I will gladly take that. But yeah, for anyone who missed it, I'm definitely on vampire side. I've always liked vampires. Hello, Delta. Good evening, I think, everyone. Good evening / night / morning to you as well. Wretched beast-born animal, be gone. You will not defile this place. Delta, question for you. Would you rather be a vampire or a werewolf? I am team vampire. And I was saying before that, like, I don't even think that finding blood as a vampire would be all that difficult. Because I would just go to a gay bar and I could probably get all the blood I want consensually. I feel like that, that's probably what would happen, you know? Now I'm suddenly getting, like, cold feet on, risking Astrid to a 2% crit on a 54% hit chance. Of course, getting blood should be easy. The thing is that you get so many weaknesses. Yeah, because we were saying that, like, we would want it to be, like, more so, like, something you would actually want to become rather than, like, the best between two horrible options. So on the werewolf side, like, you wouldn't go into a bloodthirsty frenzy every single full moon. And on the vampire side, like, you only need to worry about sunlight, let's say, and nothing else. What fate is this? Is it just punishment for my complicity in this evil? So he was aware that he was one of the baddies. Rebels just struggles with Silver. Again with the only strength and luck level up. Very strange. Oh, actually her speed is already maxed out. I see. No wonder she hasn't been getting much. Alright then, actually fairly solid then. To be getting so many strength level ups. I think her last 3 level ups all had strength, which is honestly huge. But honestly, if you're a nocturnal being, vampire doesn't sound so problematic. Yeah, I know, right? Like, I'm not nocturnal, but at the same time, I honestly feel like avoiding sunlight wouldn't actually be like that difficult for me, since I don't go out all that much. And if I did have vampire powers, like, especially if I had like flight, I would definitely go outside like more than I do now, just at night. As a werewolf, I can just take a lot of melatonin before full moon, so I might go for that one. Yeah, honestly, like, you don't even have to worry about that. Because I feel like that would be like that would be a very hard sell to be forcibly transformed and go kind of feral every full moon. That would be a very hard sell. But yeah, very fair. Werewolves, like either choice, is still cool, you know? I guess I just like end my turn. Come on, hit this time, Brahm. But yeah, the one thing, though, that like might end up making me like potentially more depressed, either as a vampire or a werewolf, is that I'm not sure if I could sit still in our world if I had actual, like, supernatural powers, you know? I kind of have a strong sense of justice in a lot of areas, which I might act upon if I were a supernatural being. I need to play Vampire the Masquerade for research. People keep telling me to play it. Oh yeah, the original one. Yeah, I've heard it's like a cult classic. You probably need to install you might need to install mods for it. I can't remember actually, because I know it was like, it shipped out pretty like buggy and stuff. And I imagine that there would be mods to fix a lot of those issues, probably. But then, yeah, I've also heard that the recent Vampire the Masquerades, like Bloodlines 2, I mean, it shares the name. It wants you to believe that it's a sequel, but it's made by like a completely different studio and team and is basically nothing alike. So a lot of people did not like it for that reason. Pretty obviously. Keep forgetting it has a sequel. Yeah, I think most people would probably rather just forget. Ah. Oh, my sweet, beautiful little bird. Don't be frightened. Come, let us fly away together. Oh yeah, also, I think on the vampire side, still talking about this, I think it'd be fair to say, like, you don't automatically turn everybody you drink blood from into a vampire. Like, let's say that it's only if you strongly wish to do so. Or actually, if both people strongly wish to do so, that's the only way. The real answer is that I want to become a harpy. Extremely fair and based. Yeah, Magula said out of all monster girls, she'd be a slime girl. And I was trying to think about what I would want to be. Honestly, like depending on the vampire, like what sort of like strengths and weaknesses they have, I could definitely see myself picking vampire even over any other monster girl type thing. But yeah, it does depend strongly on the source material. Stay away from me, you filthy fat man. Will there, Racing? Don't be fat phobic. Erg. Come quietly, you belong to me. I will not give you up. No one shall take you from me. Though the price may be my life, I will never cooperate with you. Vampires are funny because different people got very different views on their powers. Yeah, for sure. Like who can blame them, right? Because there's just so many interpretations. Like there's the classic vampire that is like obviously more detrimental than positive, like with all of these weaknesses and stuff and just like a constant craving for blood. Like nobody want to be like that. But then on like the opposite end of the spectrum, you've got like Twilight vampires with like essentially no weaknesses because they can go out in the sun, they can just drink animal blood, and then they literally get a superpower. So like if it's like Twilight vampires in the mix between all monster type creatures, I would probably choose the Twilight vampires. Hey, where are you, Duke Tanis? Are you in there? I don't know who's talking. Is it Ike? No. It is Ike. Duke Tanis. Who are you? You're the Serenus. The Serenus Wiki admin. Are you unharmed? We have come to help you. Your injury, did that man do that to you? His wound must be tended to. Stay back. But do not approach me, cursed human. Back at the Mainel Cathedral, did we manage to bring Racing back? The Grail mercenaries have returned. Master Ike, it's good to see you well. How went the mission? Did you unearth any meaningful proof? Where's the Apostle? Master Ike? I must speak with the Apostle. Where is she? Apostle Saniki is in the garden, having a pleasant conversation with Princess Alincia. I will go directly and see if she will meet with you. Please wait here. In the garden? Great. Also about triangle strategy, I'm excited to play it. Oh, nice. I enjoyed it quite a bit. I liked the combat a lot. The story was also interesting enough. It was kind of cool to have like the branching paths and stuff, even if they do kind of like, they do tend to converge at like the same point. So it's really only like sections of the story that differ. But then you also have like multiple endings, which is cool. Master Ike, no, you mustn't behave so. You will cause such problems. Apostle. What? You, what are you doing? How dare you approach me unannounced? This is most inappropriate, and I will not... What has happened, my Lord Ike? All of it. I want to hear all of it. Now. What are you talking about? Maybe Racing told them about, like, past atrocities committed against Lagoose. Master Ike, one must not speak to the Apostle in such a discourteous fashion. 20 years ago, something happened in Serenus Forest. Something terrible. I want to know. What? Master Ike? What happened 20 years ago? Yeah, I'm familiar with that, so that's neat. Nice. Yeah, the only downside to triangle strategy, in my opinion, is that you can't choose your gender. You're locked to male protagonist, which I'm never a fan of, especially since it really wouldn't change anything about the story, and it isn't voiced either. You found one of the Heron clan, and a Serenus noble no less? One of them still lives? But such a thing. Apostle Sanaki, tell me. That is a very difficult problem. How to impart this tale? It would appear that no one is willing to begin this story. That being so, I would open with what is commonly known of the matter. Do you find this acceptable? And you are? He is a friend of mine, Nasir. If you know something, I would hear it. When you're done, the Apostle can clarify. Agreed. Oh yeah, speaking of games in the vein of triangle strategy, I want to eventually get Final Fantasy Tactics, because I think they have very similar combat systems, and I've heard a ton of good things about Final Fantasy Tactics. Agreed. Oh right, I forgot also. Actually, it's already been like well over an hour, so I should probably do my first stretch break now. So I will be gone just for a minute or two, and then I'll continue the story. Be right back. Hello, I'm back. Thank you for your patience. Let us continue with the story of Serenus Forest. It begins with the assassination of the previous Benyon Apostle. It is 20 years ago, 1 year after the Declaration of Emancipation was made. The leader at the time was the Apostle Misaha, who was more adored by the public than any apostle before or since. Damn throwing shade at Sanaki. When she was assassinated, the citizenry was racked with grief. All of Benyon despaired. Then a rumor began to circulate that the assassination was the work of the Serenus Herons. In the twinkling of an eye, the rumor spread throughout the Benyon capital. One night shortly thereafter, it happened. The citizens grew violent and massed at the edge of Serenus Forest, home of their supposed enemy, and set it to burn. The crowd raged on for 3 nights, and in the end, the Heron clan was lost. But their involvement was just a rumor, wasn't it? Why? Why did they... Oh, the shame of it. Apostle, the remainder of the tale is yours. You stand as the Empress of Benyon. You are responsible for the acts of your citizens, are you not? False. The accusation was completely false. The assassination of the Apostle was not the work of the Serenus clan? That is correct. The Heron clan possessed no fighting skills. Their tribe survived on living a life of peace and piety within their forest. Like other Lagoos, they never focused on developing their strength for the purposes of combat. Anyone with any knowledge of Lagoos would have known such a thing. At the very least, the citizens of Benyo would have known this. However, they had lost their leader, and in their grief, they cared little for the truth. They were merely looking for some way to vent their rage and despair. Isn't that true, Apostle? Please, Lord Nasir, your tone of voice. It's all right, Princess Alencia. He speaks the truth, be it with a sharpened tongue or no. Like the bird tribe of Funuses target only Benyo ships with their piracy. The ravens of Kilvis are after cargo, so they attack everyone with equal vigor. The Hawk clans, however, hold the Heron clan as brethren, still remember the false accusations, and their brutal murder. The Heron at Oliver's mansion. He slapped my hand away when I tried to help him. He had such hatred in his eyes. When he left from the window, he spoke to me. Remember the genocide, he said. 20 years have passed, but I will never forgive what you did. Such needless pain. It may sound like utter hypocrisy, but my people regret deeply the actions of that horrific night. We stole the Heron clan from this world. Every time we see the blackened forest, our grave sin comes back to haunt us. Apostle, you are honorable. The majority of the Sundereders have done their best to banish all memory of the Serenus and that night. Yet you have resisted. That is your intent, is it not? You are not like them. You are attempting to take responsibility for the actions of the people. To undo the wrongs of the past, you launched your own investigation into the Lagoo's emancipation issue. You've even gone so far as to hire outsiders like Ike and his mercenaries to expose the problem, haven't you? Princess Alencia? Yes? I would like to hear once more to make use of your escorts. Would you grant me this boon? Of course, that is, if Ike and his group agree. I have no objection to your proposal. Depends on what you want. The member of the Heron clan you met. I want you to find him. I want to meet with him. I want to speak with him. If that is your wish, we will do it. In any case, we let that monster Oliver slip through our grasp. We'll handle both tasks at the same time. Darn, you mean we didn't kill Oliver? That means I clickbaited with my title. I was supposed to eat the rich. I'm counting on you. All right. Chapter 17. Day breaks. We're trying to track down Rayson. Dionys's Hall. I forget what Tibaran sounded like. Is that it? Wait, there's more. Seems that Prince Rayson was able to escape Duke Tanis's villa and made his way safely to Serenus Forest. However, we have word that Tanis's men have entered the forest in hopes of recapturing the prince. We've not a moment to waste. Please, O King of Hawks, reach out your mighty talents, strike down these wretched humans, and rescue Prince Rayson. I implore you, your majesty, take wing at once. Why is Nusala not here? That, His Highness must not be seen here at this time. What's going on, you old buzzard? King Kilvis is the White Prince's friend, isn't he? Well, how do I put this? It's very complicated. Care not for excuses. If anything happens to Rayson, blood will be spilled. Oh no, please, there's no cause for worry. Duke Tanis treats his works of art with a delicacy so extreme that it could best be called abnormal. He would never let any harm befall Prince Rayson. He probably can't even bring himself to touch him. The king himself told me so. This old guy talks too much. That is the only reason he accepted this proposal. Proposal? What I mean is the... Hold it, you crows set the prince up. Set up, oh no. Well, not exactly, please don't hurt me. So that's the truth of it, eh? Nacella treated Rayson like a piece of merchandise and sold him to a human. No, that's not. The only one who referred to him as merchandise was Duke Tanis. We never... It doesn't matter. Claiming ignorance does not grant you innocence. You treated Rayson like a trinket in the public market. Oh dear. If Rayson hadn't escaped on his own, perhaps the Crow King would have rescued him when things cooled down. Regardless, Rayson trusted in his friend, followed him into the trap, and he saw spit on that friendship. That I cannot forgive. Your assessment of this old bird is correct. I'm a worm, nothing more. But please, I beg of you, temper your outrage. Let it cool. You're unbelievable. What is it with you crows anyway? Everything you do is so dirty and deceptive. We'll never understand your ways. Do you hear me, Grey Wings? I hear you well, young hawk. But our nation has... It has its own issues. Please, this is not the time to yell at a tired old man. You must hurry to Prince Rayson's side. Once he is safe, you can punish me in any way that you see fit. Tear me limb from limb if you wish. Oh please, go to Prince Rayson, I beg of you. This begging is unseemly and unwanted. We would rescue Rayson regardless of this pathetic show of tears. Return to Kilvis and report these events to your accursed king. Tell him that when this is over, King Tibarn of Phoenicis will be paying him a visit. Yes, your highness. I know he deserves it, but I still feel bad for badgering the old coot. Your majesty, what will we do now? Okay, use your ears to pick out the sound of Rayson's wings, and tell me the direction from which it comes. At once. Yanif, use your eyes to peer between the trees to find me a road. You got it. Human scum. You think to replay that night from 20 years ago, you'll get no quarter from me. I wonder if we'll have to fight Tibarn before he realizes that we're here. We're there to help Rayson. Is that you, Soren? You're up early. Actually, I'm always awake at this time. Really? Yes, you're the one who's up earlier than normal. I want to finish our mission today. I think my nervous energy woke me up. Understand. The last 2 days spent searching Serenus Forest for that heron have been frustrating and fruitless. I'm sure he's in there somewhere, but... I agree. And Duke Tanis's men are still hunting away. They must think the heron is there as well. The only place left is the forest's heart. That's where we should go today. With luck, we may finally locate our target. I get the feeling it's going to be a long day. I'd like to report the results of our last battle. Tormod got MVP and no bonus experience. But pretty good otherwise. There were no deaths and no injuries beyond our capabilities to heal. Everyone performed exceedingly well. That's all. By your leave, I will excuse myself. So, chapter 17, that means this is the last chapter before Ike can finally promote and start getting experience again. Oh, we can also go, we can also see his B rank with Soren. So that's good. Ilyana. I mean, I guess I should do this Z-Hark support. given that, like, none of these three are on my team right now. Hopefully that final character is someone I'll actually want to use. We can go to B rank with Kieran and Riss. So that's good. Yeah, okay. Let's see the Ike Soren B rank. Do you have a second Soren? What is it, Ike? What's wrong? You've been quiet and moody for days. What's going on? Well, it's... Yes? It's nothing. You've never worried about who you are, have you? Your family? Where you come from? Who I am? Well, not really, no. I guess I don't understand what you're getting at. I had a father and a mother. I don't remember much about her, but otherwise, no complaints. Must be nice to have loving parents. You need people to experience your childhood, to help shape the person you will become. Yeah, casually got 25,000 gold. Pretty nice. I guess we did a good job for the apostle. Glad an adult around to affirm and support them. Child can't know which path to take, or who he really is. Don't you have any memory of your parents? No, the woman who raised me was not my birth mother. She wasn't all that fond of me anyway. My earliest memories of her are saying, "Why me? The world isn't fair. Stay away from me, child." No love, no affection. She took care of me out of some sense of duty that she didn't really possess. When I was about 4, a nearby sage came by and asked to take me in. He said I possessed a rare magical talent. I remembered the day clearly. My caretaker was delighted to give me up. In fact, she seemed almost delirious with pleasure. Smiling like a mad woman, she handed me over. The sage even gave her gold as compensation. Not that it was really necessary. Oh, Soren, I had no idea. The sage was old and knew that death would soon come for him. His only goal was to teach his art to an apprentice. As time was short, he put me through terribly rigorous magic training. We worked day and night, without cease. I didn't even have time to think about who I really was, but it was still a better life than I had ever known. When the sage died 2 years later, I had acquired such magical skill, perhaps too much for a child my age. At any rate, once I had eaten all of the food in the sage's hovel, I left and walked for days to find help. Upon reaching civilization, I came to another grim realization. I couldn't speak, not a word. Soren. Oh, I could read and write better than most of the villagers, and I could understand what they said. I just couldn't talk. I couldn't help it. The woman and the sage both used to hurl words at me, unkind words usually, but I never need to answer, so... Soren. Huh? Oh, I apologize, Ike. I should not have made you listen to such nonsense. Soren, it's no nonsense. It's awful. It's the most terrible thing I've ever heard. Where did this happen? Was it Benyon? No, but there's more. I haven't told you. About my parents. No, that's enough. I'm sorry. Excuse me. Wait, Soren. Soren. The last. Oh, poor Soren. I didn't know he had such a tragic backstory. Riss and Kieran now. Ah, Kieran, there you are. Oh, hello, Riss. What brings you here? May I watch you train? I figured someone with a healed staff should be around, just in case an accident happens. Haha, aren't you a worrywart? But being watched is good. Now I can take my training to the next level. Alright, watch this. Oh, I'm just here to see that you don't get hurt. Oh, do be careful. No, don't juggle the lance too. Behold the awesome power of Crimean Royal Knight 5th Platoon Captain Kieran. Now I call this little trick... Wah. Ah, nuts. Oh dear heavens, this is terrible. Stay right there, let me take care of you. Oh, I'm fine. Don't worry about old Kieran. I just need to pull this axe out of my head here. Ooh, that's sharp. That doesn't really sound like he's fine. Okay. A bit of whiplash between the darker Ike Soren support and the extremely goofy Risk Kieran support. But isn't that what Fire Emblem is all about? Yeah, I think that is all. We've got some other people to talk to, though. Tanith, my beloved. Oh, thank you so much for following, Cosmos.
I'm a self-confessed chowhound.
I really appreciate it. Commander Ike, a priest from Duke Tanis of Vila insists on speaking with you. Yes, what is it? Master Mercenary, it is my understanding that you pursue to Duke Tanis. I heard that you're searching Serenus Forest in hopes of capturing him. And if I am? Duke Tanis's property borders the forest, and he knows much about its layout. For quite some time now, he's been sending men into the forest to look for any herons who may still live there. I see. So you're saying that his troops know the forest well. I too have been taken into the forest. You? Why take a priest? He thought that herons would make themselves known if a priest called to them. He's also taken dozens of chaste maidens and tried having them call to the herons as well. What a weirdo. But he didn't find any, did he? No, and yet this time, the joy he expressed after paying such an exorbitant price for the Serenus Royal was aberrant. It was not natural. The Duke has gone mad. To think that he would dare defy the Apostle. He is damned. And here you stand. You're going to tell me what you remember about the forest, even though it means you're betraying Tanis, right? You read me well. To begin with, the heart of the forest was divided into 3 large sections, maybe more. It was nearly colorless and difficult to see far. The muddy floor pulled at our feet, and progress was slow. Many of the soldiers around me were afraid that they didn't bring enough supplies. They said a person would need them if he got lost, because getting out again would be no easy task. What can you tell me about Duke Tanis's forces? There were a lot of them. He had soldiers of every type. It was said that his mounted units and magic users were especially powerful. So at the very least, you should be prepared to deal with those 2 groups. Thank you. My parents. They both participated in the Serenus massacre. They're nearing the ends of their lives, but even now they lie awake at night and beg the goddess for forgiveness. I became a priest in order to help my parents, but then I was assigned to work at Duke Tanis's villa. I knew of his terrible deeds, but his position as an imperial senator frightened me. I've been silent for far too long. Master Mercenary, you must rescue that Serenus youth. I beg of you. May the goddess guide your hand. Don't worry. I have no intention of letting that villain steal him from before my very eyes. Okay, good guy, priest. Here you are. She's still just like following us around. We've been in Benyo for a while now, so tell me something. Why are you still here? Are you pretending to be our friend so you can lance us in the back? You have to understand. I didn't know anything. I was born and raised in the Talrega region of Dane. It's a very remote area. My father was a soldier, and I grew up thinking that I too would one day be a soldier to make my father proud. My life was simple. I questioned nothing, doubted nothing. Do you know the first thing we're taught in Dane schools? Subhumans are evil. Subhumans are the enemy. Subhumans must be eradicated. The army stages periodic subhuman hunts. We find refugees from Benyo hiding in our mountains and forests. You participated? You don't get it. That's just how things are in Dane. No one taught me the word lagoos. No one taught me that subhumans could be like this. No one cared. When I saw the bird tribes at sea, I was convinced that the teachings were true. They were inhuman monsters. But later, I saw the dragons push your ship off the reef, and it confused me. What if I had been raised to believe a lie? My heart pounded at the thought of it. My doubts only grew with time. So you decide to remain aboard in order to ascertain the truth. That's your true motive, isn't it? How did you know? I've known a lot of soldiers, and none would ever accept charity from an enemy. It would wound their pride. You obviously have pride to spare, so I knew there was some other factor at play. Oh. Well, have you reached a conclusion? What will you do? I want to stay here. At first, I thought I could protect my old life, that I could prove subhumans were monsters. But I was wrong. Now things are different. The lagoos. I want to know the truth about them, and I need to base that on what I see, not what I'm told by others. In that case, you can stay as long as you like. I appreciate it. I think meeting all of you was a very good thing. Oh, that was very good. Very solid character development from Jill. And it does, make sense then why she was hanging around us all this time. Now we've got to chat with Devden. La 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 la. La la la. Hey there, you. Have a minute? Oh, Captain. How are you today? It's Commander, not Captain. Well, you seem to be enjoying yourself. That's because this garden is so pretty. Devden loves all plants and flowers. How about you, Commander? They're all right, I suppose. That makes Devden rather sad. All right is not a very strong feeling. It is boring. You should be a more emotional commander. When things even things you're used to will show you something new if you look hard enough. Discoveries are exciting. That's what life is all about. At least that's what Devden thinks. Some disagree. That makes Devden upset. You may be onto something. In Crimea, when my father was still alive, I think I was more open to such things. But now, I just don't have the time. Honestly, all I can think about is defeating Dane. I've no energy left to spend on flowers. If you talk like that, you will never defeat Dane. What did you say? The war is new. If you're already so focused on preparations, you'll wear out before the fighting begins. Hold on a minute. Perhaps he is wiser than he lets on. What are his supports, actually? Here he is. Tormod and Methany. I see. That means we only have one more chance for a support character that Methany can go with. Though she does have Braum at least. More than can be said for Titania. Well, possibly, I guess. Most of my characters only really have one support. Okay, so it is time for everybody's favorite inventory management. Let's see here. Should I give that Draco shield to Ike or Jill? I think those are my two top choices. Oh, I should have unequipped the demi band at the end of last map. Now she'll start at 0 gauge again. I'd say Jill. Yeah. I think that's a very solid choice. I can also give her the full guard. I like having my thing at the top. Vulnerary chest key. Actually, take the max vulnerary. Oh right, guard. What does guard do? Does anybody have guard? Wait, where's Titania? I'm blind. No, Titania has counter. So I'm not sure what guard does. Wait, did you not equip the Night Ward? Oh well, I guess her speed is maxed out anyway, so it's not like it matters if she missed a level up without it. You've got a bunch of stuff. Alrighty. So let's take a look at what guard does. Or at least the description that it gives. Guard, in certain conditions, nullifies one enemy attack. Okay, so it's like a skill percent chance to basically take 0 damage. Is that it? Guard gives a skill percent chance when you hit an enemy to cancel their next attack in that combat. Oh, okay, so it's like you have a chance to not get counter hit. I see. Not quite as useful then. But let's see here. Who could make use of that? Probably like somebody fast. Somebody fast so that like they double basically. Chance at doubling an enemy without getting a counter hit. Combos somewhat well with Vantage. Can make you a bit tankier. True. Jill also has 15 speed actually. So I'd give it to Jill since you gave her advantage. I guess if there is nothing better to give Jill. What's like the specialized skill for Wyvern Lord? Like that a cult would give. Luck, skill, magic. I've also got a pair of boots too. Falcon Knights, Wyvern Lords get stun, which is skill divided by 2% chance to make an enemy unable to move for 2 turns when hit. Notably, they can still attack, they just can't move. Pretty bad. Yeah, that sounds pretty bad. Definitely not going to give that to anybody. I wonder if I should wait until she promotes, just in case her defense gets maxed out. I'm not sure how likely that is, though. Pretty much the only good masteries are Ike's Ether, Paladin's Soul, Halberdier's General's Luna. Should be familiar with all those, yeah. I see. So, Astrid and Kieran will become paladins. Kieran would actually be a solid choice for Soul, I think, given that he is like a melee character. That would help him to be a bit more tanky. Although Astrid does have the higher skill. Wait, does she? No, never mind. Their skill is actually identical. Surprisingly, for a bow character. Or there's also Titania, which would pair well with her counter, but she just isn't super duper strong is the thing. Although actually, I mean, now that I'm looking at Kieran's stats, with him almost being promoted already, like he'll definitely be stronger than Titania, that's for sure. But not as much as I was initially expecting. You'd have to remove counter from her, but counter sucks, so it's not really a loss. Oh, I see. Oh, right, because the signature skills are like 20. Yeah, I guess I wouldn't be able to give it to Kieran either then, since he already has Gamble. Although I really haven't been using Gamble at all. I could give him the Killer Axe, but like, halving hit chance is pretty rough. Like he very rarely has 100% crit or hit chance, even with like a 90 hit weapon. So it honestly wouldn't be like that big of a loss to ditch Gamble. Gamble is a skill for snipers, maybe swordmasters. Don't know why Axe Cav has it. It's his personality, you know? He's a gambler. But yeah, somebody with very high skill. Who can also use a killer weapon. I'm not sure, honestly. Like, it could pair with Nefni's Wrath. But you did mention that there's like a future skill that makes like the Wrath pairing extremely broken. Paragon is 15. I doubt I'll ever get rid of that. Yeah, well, it's fine for now. Do you think that Jill has any chance of maxing out defense before being promoted? Because that's the only reason why I would hesitate to use a Draco Shield immediately. And in terms of skill and luck, I wonder if I should give Stefan the luck, just because his is so trash. She only has 4 levels left. The unpromoted cap is 20. So it literally can't happen even if you give her the Draco Shield. Okay, gotcha. I'll use it now then. And oh right, we also got magic. Skill, magic, luck, movement. I'm also kind of tempted to give Jill the boots, honestly. Because I feel like obviously Ike could be good just because he's the Lord. And as soon as he can start actually getting more experience, I'll start using him a whole lot more. I'll save them for one more chapter? Oh, okay. Sure. I usually give Jill my talismans too, so she can be a true flying tank. Yeah, I think the next one I'll give to Jill. I think I've given at least one to Ike. And then I actually might have given one to Boyd, I can't remember. I might give the magic to Ilyana, since hers is the lowest between Soren and Tormod as well, most likely. But what if I want to bench her? Tempted to give Ike the skill so that he has a slightly higher chance of proccing ether once he gets it. But that can wait. What was I going to forge again? Oh, I think a bow. A bow for Astrid. Bring it up to 90 and... I mean, I have so much gold. Might as well make it 12 attack. I think 90 should be enough. What's the name of Emiya Kuritsugu's sniper rifle? I should look that up. Oops, I pressed something I shouldn't have. Okay. We're all good. WA 2000, thank you. Perfect. Is that the same as the default color? I was actually going to suggest you call it Enya. We had parallel brainwaves there. Yeah, I could also... I guess... Does Archer's Bow have like a name? Because that'd be another good one. We'll make it dark because Kiritsugu is edgy like that. I should probably also give an iron bow to somebody. In case Astrid's breaks next map. Who should I give it to? You're carrying the long... Well, actually, I will simply make somebody else carry Ike's spare longsword. I don't think so, but the arrow he calls is Fake Spiral Sword, Callid Bolt 2. True. It's a bit of a mouthful, but Callid Bolt 2 could work. Funnily enough, there is a Callid Bolt in Radiant Dawn. I feel like there might be one in Engage as well. Who has free space? I guess Leith has free space. Leith is kind of our backup armory here. Oh right, they did say that there's a lot of cavalry next map. So bring the longsword is a good idea. I think there's also an axe as well. Yeah, the poleaxe. Might as well bring that. Is there a lance as well? Why do I have so many lances? What the... I see. Short spear isn't even the best ranged lance. We've also got the regular spear. We've got a million steel lances for some reason. I don't know why. But yeah, I think we're fine. Although I think I was going to buy some more Thunder Tomes. Oh no, I have 2 Thunders. Maybe another L Thunder? Well, bolting only being C rank is actually surprising. Because I think Ilyana can... No, she can't already use it. Too bad. Speaking of Kiritsugu, though, and sort of continuing the conversation before, actually, maybe I'll wait until after I do the cutscene before the map, because I think I'm just about done here. I'll level up Astrid. Actually, no, I won't. I won't bother to level her up with bonus experience. Yeah, I think I'm good to go. Make sure you're well supplied. If your units have low durability weapons, replace them with fresh ones. Ike's fine. Ilyana's fine. Volk should be fine. Kieran's good. I could... Oh. You should get another heal staff. Good call. Jill should be fine, since she's got 2 iron lances. Thorin's good. Tormod's good. Yeah, Neffany is good. Stefan is good. Oh, right, who should I give Lagu's guard to? I'd give it to Ike for now. Or Neffany or Titania, maybe. She'll give it to Neffany for now. There it is. Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm good to go. Maybe just to be safe. Alrighty. Haven't used the regal sword at all? Apparently not. Yeah, still max durability. Maybe I'll use it here. Actually, no, I doubt I will. Because, like, I can't get any experience. So it would be a waste. And also Stefan is overleveled. So that would also be a waste. Also, Stefan can't even use it. Oh, I wonder if we'll get, like, Tanith or Sigrun joining us. I believe this is the place where we ended our search yesterday. I realized something a couple days ago. Even in this forest, you always know exactly where you are, don't you? How do you do that? It's like the lack of color. I think it's the lack of color. These woods are starting to look the same to me. Yes, that's a problem. Like, we're approaching a large clearing. Think we should have the Apostle and some of the others wait here. Good idea. Even if we find the Heron today, there's no need for them to tramp through the forest with us. We're going to head deeper into the forest and continue the search. Please wait here. Okay, no Tanith or Sigrun, I guess. If we find the Heron, we'll send for you immediately. I understand. My Lord Ike, everyone, please be careful. We're counting on you. Sigrun, Tanith, may I entrust the princess to your care? Of course. You've no need to worry. We will protect her with our lives. Very well. Until later. Cutscene? Not quite. Wait, don't tell me this is a fog map. No, right? We're done with the fog maps, I think. Alright, Grail mercenaries, move out. Ugh, haven't you fools found my precious little bird yet? I've no doubt the poor thing is even now quivering with loneliness and cold. Now there's no more fog of war maps in the game, but honestly it's weird this isn't one. Yeah, going by like just the visuals, I would have guessed it would be, if you hadn't said. Duke Tennis, I've just received word that the mercenaries who invade your villa are in this forest. Blessed, those wretches, they're here to steal my bird. Their souls are black with greed and jealousy. I have found beauty incarnate, and I will not relinquish it. Only I, Duke Tennis, can appreciate its worth. I'm sure that's true, Your Grace, but what about the mercenaries? What should we do about them? Hunt them down like dogs. Let none leave this forest alive. They will not rob me of my prize. But Your Grace, they serve at the pleasure of the Apostle herself. Striking them would be... Leave the Apostle to me. I can deal with her once this is finished. All I need from you is silence and obedience. Is that clear? Yes, Your Grace. I beg your pardon. Can we kill Oliver this map? There they are. Do as Duke Oliver commanded. Slay them where they stand. And none leave the forest alive. Let none leave the forest alive. Not man, woman, or child. Damn, they're even targeting my child soldiers. How dare they? Oh, not the Duke's soldiers again. I think it's about time we put an end to these fools. Yeah, we're on the same page, Ike. Listen up, everyone. Let's end this here. They will get no sympathy from me. Oh, only 10 units. That is very few. Very few. And yes, there are swamp tiles. So bringing a flyer is advised. We're also seeing more promoted units. Every map. We have a Venom Edge, Venom Axe, Killer Lance, L Thunder, also Longsword. Oh, you actually dropped the Killer Lance. Cool. Also a Lagoose Bow, Antitoxin. Got some vulneraries that could be stolen if I so desire. There's also 1000% going to be like more reinforcements along this path. So I'm not sure what sorts of enemies there. Oh, actually, there'll be horseback. There's definitely going to be horseback people back here, since there aren't any in here. Also, maybe more mages too. But yeah, for now, let's see here. Who would be good to bring? Soren is nearing level 20. So maybe I actually bench him for this map. And then just bring him up with bonus experience afterwards. Because I imagine they don't promote on the spot, do they? Or do they promote on the spot? I should also bring Methany. This map. She's still only level 14. If only I could bench Ike. Maybe Volk? I don't know. There might be healers, though, past this point, which I would like to steal staffs from. Well, they have to limit me to only 10. And honestly, I'm definitely bringing Nethny. That's for sure. And I'm bringing Torma, bringing Astrid, bringing Jill. I think I should bring Kieran. Bringing Braum, bring Vis. Bringing Volk. Have to bring Ike. So I think it's between Ileana and Leith. But because I'm not bringing Soren, I should bring Ileana. Yeah, okay, I think I've got my team. Soren would be useful, though, is the problem. Because there's armored guys. There's guys with poison weapons. And even against mages, he's very good at luring them out, since he has the highest resistance. But I suppose in this case, I'll have to lure them with Ike, since this longsword guy is here. Although actually only 16 attack isn't even that. Isn't even all that bad. But yeah, then who would I take out for Soren? Kieran? Braum is good against Myrmidons. Darn. I need one more character slot. Kieran or Soren. I think those are my choices. I mean, I guess I could also bench Braum. Jill is literally just Braum, but like on steroids. But then I wouldn't have very many frontline units able to protect my mages and Astrid. And even Volk sometimes needs protecting. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I bring Soren, 5 that would need protecting. 4 who can protect, plus Volk. I'll keep Kieran. I think that he would be a bit more safe. Safer option to bring him. I could also bring Leith instead. Because wait, hold on. Leaf is... Technically Leaf is like level 15, right? That's how they determine like experience gain. So maybe I bring Leaf instead of Kieran. Now, you know what? I'm not gonna think about it anymore. I'm just bringing Kieran somewhere between promoted and unpromoted. I see. Already. The moment of truth. Surely we'll be fine. Alrighty, so 2019. Rom has got this. And he can go here. Wait. Oh, actually, wait, no, because there's like swamp stuff here. So I'll go here then. Or here. Hello, Skiv. Oh yeah, Lagoos are treated as promoted units for calculating experience. Oh, okay, so like she'll still gain less than somebody who's under 20. Got it. Howdy, lurking and working. I appreciate the lurk. And I hope your work goes well. Do I want to go over here? Probably, yeah. I could lure this axe guy with Kieran. 80 to hit. 34 avoidance. I think he also doubles this guy. This guy kind of sucks. Do that. Tornado over here. Liliana. Over here. Okay. We've got this in the bag. But yeah, what I was going to talk about earlier in relation to Kiritsugu and also our vampire talk / supernatural talk. Oh yeah, Skiv. Would you rather be a vampire or werewolf? important question. Although if you're hardcore lurking, no need to answer. I'd be a vampire, personally. But yeah, I mentioned before how, like, if I did have supernatural powers, I don't know if I would be able to sit still with some of the things happening in the world at the moment, or just like in general across all ages. There would be a high chance that I would become Kiritsugu. Emiya Kiritsugu. Back in my final year of high school, this is probably like incredibly like chuny of me, but I did actually seriously think about whether I wanted to become Kiritsugu Emiya, or to live my life trying to achieve happiness. I chose the latter, if that wasn't immediately clear somehow. But yeah, that was kind of like, I mean, it was around the time where I realized that I was trans, but before I had started like transitioning, basically. And so those were kind of like my two choices. Neffany, please. You've got to give me more than that. My choices were...
Why are we still here? Just to suffer.
You're getting a lot of use out of that Redeem Magulus. Let's see here. 19 attack. I could lure with Astrid. Yeah, I think that's a good call. 19 damage. 9 times 2, 18, yep. Oh right, Astrid isn't even like my lowest level character. Still, I always forget that. Swamp is actually in my favor for these enemies. But yeah, I seriously thought about whether I should transition or become Kiritsugu Emiya. Because even back then, like now, like those feelings have, well, like not the feelings of wanting to become Kiritsugu, but the feelings of there needing to be a Kiritsugu in the world. That has only increased over time, honestly. Because I would say like back then, I wasn't even like super duper leftist. Like I was more so like liberal kind of thing. And even back then, I still thought certain things that I cannot say on Twitch. So yeah, if I were to become a vampire, I don't know. I don't think I could turn a blind eye, let's just say. Who do I want to get these kills. You're only level 13, actually. Maybe that's who I should have killed with Tormod. What about you, Volk? Wow, Volk doing 9 whole damage. Actually crazy. It's too bad that that 9 damage is still not enough. Okay, here we go. Let's chuck a javelin at this guy. And then we can get a rare Volk kill. I'm still trying to think about, like, if I had a choice of all monster girls, like which one would I want to be? Need to go pick up my prescriptions. Oh well, somewhat solid. Bulk level up. We got a strength, which is good. So if you're done by the time I'm back, hope you at least got one more good level up. Thanks, Magulus. I appreciate you watching. And yeah, I hope you have a good rest of your day. Okie dokie. I guess I should get the kill with Braum. Given his level. But yeah, what kinds of monster girls are there? People have said slime, harpy. I don't know if cat girl exactly counts. But like, throw vampire in there. Werewolf. Some sort of dragon person. Dragonborns from Dungeons and Dragons. Oh right, there's also the oh gosh, what are they called again? Starts with an L and they're like snake people. Bottom half are snakes. Having trouble remembering the name though. I wonder who these guys will go for. Like if they'll move down or move to the right. I'm actually kind of glad that the enemies are just like immediately aggro. Kind of makes my job easier, not gonna lie. At least with their spacing. Enough that I'm not getting overwhelmed or anything. Magic. Why magic? Oh nice, they did actually go to the right. Oh, I see. That slightly complicates things. I'm very glad that this game does not have ambush reinforcements. Or Tormod would Tormod actually just immediately die? He would. Tormod would get immediately killed. Ike would have a chance at getting crit. And then everybody else would be fine. But yeah. Thankfully, Tormod is still alive. I can leave Braum down here to counter. Let's see here, 21 attack, 16 speed. Braum would get doubled, do 5 damage, possibly 15 from a crit. Yeah, I think I'd rather avoid that. I think I'm good. Oh, wait. Lamia? Is that a thing? Let me Google it real quick. Lamia. Apparently a child-eating monster in Greek mythology. But yes, they are the snake. The snake monster girls. I would not want to be a Lamia. That would be... I don't know. I feel like it would be a bit inconvenient without too many positives. Slime girl would be nice. I feel like that would just be cozy and relaxing. Let's see here. I should have Tormod kill the Venom Axe person. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. She could go into this square and attack. Would do 22 damage, 28 damage, 28 plus 10, right? Yes. Okay, that sounds good. As for this guy... Oh darn, I can't. Oh, actually, well, if Ileana moves, then that opens up this spot for either or Tormod or Astrid. So that would be alright. I could also just kill this guy first and then go into that square too. Which might be good. Volk, can you do anything? You can do 14 damage here. 14 damage. Plus 22 is 37. No, wait, 14? Wait, was it 14? 26. So he has 13 left. I could get another rare Volk kill. Wait, can I? Oh yeah, I could. I think. Okay, okay. I'll do this. And then I'll attack with Jill. Oh wait, Jill just kills him, doesn't she? She does. Even with the javelin. I mean, I guess that's fine. You drop the antitoxin regardless, so I don't need to steal it. Volk. Volk. Oh no. Oh no. That was very unlucky. Very much unlucky. I think I should stay here. Or should I? Whoever attacks in melee gets poisoned. I could attack with Ike, I guess. It doesn't really matter if he gets poisoned. If I attack with Ike... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I wonder if I can actually get into this square. Decisions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I can't really put Braum there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, definitely not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Ilion is safe. I block melee. I might have to go into this square, which isn't even that bad. He can tank this armor knight and not really do too much in return. Guess wait, does this guy also hit? 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, this guy would also hit. With the javelin, 17 damage. Well, that's also not bad. I shall... Jill kills this guy. Ormod needs to be able to attack this guy. Okay, yeah, you know what? Let's go here. $30 damage. Also probably won't get poisoned. Could also attack with Kieran. Although, 50 chance to get poisoned. Yeah, let's Play it safe. Play it safe. Or I cannot reload ever. But yeah, I probably won't stream for too much longer. It's approaching 3 hours. We have had some good conversations about vampires and werewolves and monster girls. Allure, are we ending? Hello, Levy. Welcome to the stream. Probably in like 10, 20 minutes, I'll be ending. So it's not the worst timing to arrive. But yeah, I hope you're doing well. Question of the day, Levy. Would you rather be a vampire or a werewolf? How you been, Io? I've been pretty good. Just chilling. Chilling like a villain. You know. Getting extremely scuffed level ups as usual. I mean, that one wasn't bad for Riss. I'll gladly take the magic. But in general, still as scuffed as ever. Gotta go werewolf. I do love me a good werewolf, man. I had a feeling you might say that. Yeah, for me it's vampire. Cause I'm an edgelord like that. And I'm an introvert. I feel like vampires are very much introvert coded, while werewolves are more extroverted. But maybe that's just because my 2 extroverted siblings choose werewolf, while me and my fellow introverted sibling choose werewolf. Or sorry, choose vampire. I mean, I feel like you'd have to be kind of extrovert to suck all those people. I mean, but like vampires also get like free charm though. So like they don't even really have to try. Also, I was mentioning this before, but I feel like it'd be very easy to get blood in this day and age, because I would literally just go to a gay bar and I feel like I could get all the blood I need consensually. I feel like a lot of gay people are into that. Targeting minorities? No, it'd be consensual. What do you mean? They would like literally be happy. Or is that just my own bias? Is that my own bias showing? Not that I would totally be happy to have my blood sucked by a vampire. Certainly not. No, who am I kidding? I don't even need to hide it. I would be happy. A lot of gay people would consent to that. I mean, sure you go, queen. Nah, I don't think I'm crazy on this. I think there are a lot of gay people who'd be into that. Myself included. But yeah, we were also saying how like we would want it to be something you would actually want to become. So like cutting down on some of the negative aspects like werewolves not having to forcibly be transformed and like go on a bloodthirsty rampage every full moon. And vampires like only really having to deal with the sun and not much else, and like not automatically turning every single person they suck the blood of into another vampire. Oh, there's more people. I see. This map has a lot of reinforcement enemies. Kind of surprising because normally they are not this abundant. Literally coming out of the woodwork. I mean, sure, sucking with fangs, but like the consequences, I don't know. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. They wouldn't necessarily turn into a vampire. You'd have to have both people wanting that. Let's see here. I think I'll get out of range of these two. Then I'll try to kill everybody else if I can. You know what? Sure, I'd let Asterion turn me into a vampire any day. I still need to play Baldur's Gate 3. I'm a fraud. I like tactics games. I like D&D. And just RPGs in general. And yet I still have not played Baldur's Gate 3. $18 damage there. What? No Baldur's Gate 3? Yeah, I know. I'm a fraud. Certified fraudster. Could snipe this guy with the WA-2000. How? I don't know. Like... Yeah, I don't know. I just haven't thought about it enough. Because usually, like, when I think about a game a lot, then, like, I'll be like, oh, I need to play that right now. But somehow Baldur's Gate 3, like, I just don't really think about it. And I think part of it is also because, like, I don't want to get spoiled. So I often avoid, like, you know, streams of it. Or just, like, videos in general. And conversations and stuff about it. But then that also means I think about it less. So I'm less likely to play it. The conundrum. $12 damage. Okay, it has a very good story. Yeah, I am interested in it. Don't get me wrong. It's not like I'm avoiding it or anything. I do want to play it. It's just like a matter of when. Do you play any card games? Not really. I used to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Back in the day with my siblings. And like occasionally we'll get back into it and buy some starter decks together to play it again. But yeah. Other than that, not really. My phone went to low power, or warned me that it was at low power. That's why I froze for a second. But yeah, what about you, Levy? Any card games? I know more people have been getting into like Pokemon lately, the card game, because I think they released like an app for it, which obviously will help a lot. You can zap that person pretty good. I've been playing Riftbound at my local card store recently. It's been really fun talking to new people in general. Oh, that's really cool. I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, I think being able to go to places like that in person definitely makes it a more enjoyable experience. If I were to go outside to a place to... I don't know why I'm wording this so weirdly, but if I were to do any sort of like an activity like that, like playing a game, meeting new people and stuff, I'd probably go to Smash Locals, which I did at one point. How long was it for? I think it wasn't for too long, maybe just like 2 months or so. Because I remember it was like during the summer one time. It was either between... Oh no, I think it was the summer between my like grade 11 and grade 12 high school years. I think that's when I went to Smash Locals. Back during Smash 4. That's 20 damage. 10 damage, 9 times 2. 8 times 2. Let's see. Okay, 9 times 2 is 18. So we have a fair bit of leeway here. Maybe I weaken with Kieran, given that he doesn't have the best hit chance against sword users. So 8 damage plus 18 is 26. Or we do 18. I think I have to attack without my head. It's always fun to leave the house, even though I'm a goblin stuck in my room. Yeah, I'm a goblin too. That's why I would be happy to be a vampire. You know, not seeing the sunlight honestly wouldn't make too much difference for me. I do want to level up his Thunder Tome level, so I probably should. And again though, it would also be good to have higher ranks in all 3. So like, yeah, Soren might be able to take wind. Torma definitely has fire. And then everybody will be good at thunder. Yeah, I haven't gone to like any event or like, you know, game days or things like that in quite a long time though. My body is rather annoying. Oh my god, Tormod. Please. You're supposed to be good. You're supposed to be worth the investment. You're gonna end up like just as scuffed as the others. But yeah. For various reasons. It's not the most convenient for me to go to things like that. Did you see that HSR is adding another global passive? Oh, who is it this time? And what is the effect? I did actually take a look at the latest Nova Flare units, like Welt and Firefly and Zila. And then I also took a look at the not Yai Sakura character. And it's honestly crazy. Like, I looked at the... Oh right, Silver Wolf, level 99 too. Yeah. I do like her design. And I saw her ultimate and it does go crazy, I'm not gonna lie. They kind of cooked with that one. Okay, clean kill here. Oh, but Nefni can't reach that one, so it'd be better for her to get the kill. 24, 20. You have 12 defense. She would double this person. 43 avoidance. About 50 to 60% hit. Once per wave after a character gets hit by CC, your team gains CC immunity for 1 turn. That's annoyingly useful. That's very annoyingly useful. Because at that point you can't even say like, oh, I don't need cast stress because that's just skill issue, right? Like, you can't even say that anymore. It's literally just like, objectively makes your experience so much nicer to not be CC'd. Okay, so if Braum does 14 damage, who kills this guy? Not Volk. Okay, Nefni can actually kill this guy with Itchy Foot, so that's good. Astrid can kill this guy if needed. I guess I could kill with Jill. Enemies in this day and age have so much CC and giant break bars, damage reduction, giant HP bars, Jesus. Oh yeah, what I was saying is like, bypassing one of those problems by having a character is really nice. Yeah, introduce a problem, sell a solution. The Star Rail Classic. Honestly, just the Hoyo Classic. But yeah, what I was saying, I took a look at the not Yai Sakura character. And then I saw that her skill, her basic skill, does 480% of her attack to one target and 240% to adjacent targets. And I'm just like, when did that happen? That's literally like alt damage. Star Rail being Star Rail with its power creep, as always. Yep, that's balanced. Yeah, it's so ridiculous. Glad I quit. Same. Like even taking AI stuff aside, it's just such an unhealthy game at this point. Like, there's so many characters. It was already rough, like, pull economy-wise. You just weren't given enough funds to pull for, like, all of these characters that were basically required for, like, the teams and stuff to function. And yeah, the constant power creep too is just, it's just too much. There's basically like no way to comfortably play without spending money at this point. At least that's what it seems like. I know there's definitely still free-to-play people out there and stuff, but it's just like, is it even worth it? Are you even having fun? Having to skip basically like the majority of banners, like you can't even pull every other character. It's like every 3 characters, maybe you get one. Except that you need 4. You need 4 to have a functional team. Do I want to risk Volk getting killed? Probably not. Let's just snipe this person with the WA-2000. Can't gamble on enemy waifus and rift-bound booster boxers. Most people I've talked to just say they ignore endgame, just pull for who they like, play some uni currency wars as gameplay. I see. Well, I mean, good for them, I guess, but yeah, to alienate so many people from endgame is wild. It's certainly a choice. But yeah, what do those players matter anyway? They're not the ones spending money, so who cares? Certainly not Hoyo. I really hope that that Enfield doesn't go down the enshittification route. I mean, if it does, I probably wouldn't have too much issue quitting it, honestly. Like, I'm definitely not as attached to Enfield as I was with Star Rail. Even back in the beginning. Oh yeah, you play Enfield? Is that good? I definitely had fun with it for a good long while in the beginning, because there's like a lot of like, you know, it just introduces like a whole bunch of systems and stuff. With like the base building, or rather factory building mechanics. I was super engaged with it. I did sort of reach a certain point where like I had completely optimized my factory, and so there wasn't really anything to do other than like log in to do tailies basically. But the new patch did come out, and I am like still very early on in the story. I was kind of ignoring it for a while I was like playing Pocopia and stuff. But yeah, so like hopefully after I finish the new story, then like there'll be new, you know, new stuff to do. Ways to upgrade my factory. But yeah, definitely like, that is definitely criticism for the more hardcore players is that there will be wait time between patches, basically. I mean, it's the same for all gacha games, really. So it's not like it's a new problem. But yeah, it's just that it's something that definitely hits the factory building, where you will reach a point where you're just like, oh, well, the factory is done. Guess I'll wait a month for the new update to come out so that hopefully they add something more to do with it. I should kill this guy with Braum, I think. Or actually, well, 10 damage. That could be a good option, and then maybe... No, Kieran cannot kill that guy. Hold on. 11 damage. Oh, but Jill can absolutely kill them. Okay. Liliana can also weaken this guy. Okay, so I think what I'll do... Weaken with Astrid, kill with Tormod, weaken with Kieran, kill with Jill. Neffany can... probably just kill this guy. And this one... Or actually, did I want to kill with Braum? No, maybe I'll have Braum kill this guy, actually. 14 damage. Who do I have left? I have Ike, Volk. That's it. Ike and Volk. Oh wow, Volk actually doubling this person is very good. Maybe I get the rare Volk kill then. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Even if she misses, she'll still survive. Yeah, I think after this turn, I think I'll call it there and end stream. I mentioned at the very beginning of my stream, but okay, you know what? I'll take that. Everything good except strength. But still a solid level up. My family will be going on vacation tomorrow for about a week, minus me. Everybody in my family except for me is going on a vacation. Starting tomorrow for, about a week. And they'll be going to a resort place. So they can just relax and have everything catered to them, basically. Not have to think about meal prep and all of that. Only my sister has gone to a resort before with her friends. But no one else in my family has. Although a comparable thing would be actually my two brothers actually went on a cruise once while they were taking an extended vacation, basically traveling around Europe. They went on a cruise one time. I kind of forget where it was. But yeah, they liked it a lot. I'm sort of glad that I'm not super big on traveling for a couple of reasons, but yeah, because like I'm broke. So even if I wanted to go, like I mean my mom did offer to help me pay for it, which was very kind of her. But like still for me, I think it wouldn't really be worth the money spent, in my opinion. But yeah, that's just my own bias from a cost to enjoyment ratio. I hope they have a lot of fun though. Was I going to weekend with this person? Oh right, Astrid. Oh right. Yeah, so I did actually have Ilyana, who I could have used to weekend, but oh well, doesn't matter. But yeah, so far in the new Enfield patch, I'm a bit more interested in the story. It's still not quite on the level like I would hope for, but it's at least a step up so far compared to 1.0. Hopefully it gets better towards the end. Cause yeah, they are introducing conflict between two factions, which like aren't just you know, clearly good and evil. But at the same time, one of those factions is being manipulated by people who are pure evil. So it's like, yes, it's a step up, but it's still rather simplistic. They just really can't have any sort of ambiguity and grayness in their morals. It's gotta be pure good or pure evil, or people who mean well being manipulated by pure evil. Those are the only options. At least so far, unfortunately. I will heal. I'll heal Astrid this turn, and then Nephany next turn. Well, actually, Braum also needs healing. So you know what? I'll heal Nephany this turn, Braum next turn. How about... Okay, yeah, I think I will end stream here. I even streamed a bit longer than I was expecting to. My phone's also telling me that it is time to head off. But yeah, today was fun. We had some fun conversations about vampires and werewolves and stuff. And yeah, the Path of Radiance story is also definitely better than any gotcha story, that's for sure. But yeah, so I will be, you know, I'll still be around while my family's on vacation. So next stream will probably be Friday. It will just be me and my kitty in the house. But yeah, I hope everybody has a good rest of their day. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.
The way to celebrate. I'll be waiting till we make it the day to celebrate. I'll be waiting till we make it. Oh, we will see. Come with me, take the journey. We will see. Come with me, take the journey.